Welcome to the Daily Plunge. We are in the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 6, verses 12 through 23. Now, when David first tried to bring the ark to the new capital city of Jerusalem, he went down with an army of 30,000, and they treated the ark like the pagan Philistines did. He just threw it on top of a cart and did not treat it with reverence. And when it got jostled by the oxen, one of the folks who was tending the ark, Uzzah, reached out his hand to steady it, and he was struck dead. And it's because the whole affair was not one of worship, right? They were treating it once again as a trophy. And so now David goes back, and I think he spent some time in prayer, because this time when he goes to get it, now, instead of an army, he brings a congregation. They go down there, he brings the priests, and instead of being on the ark, once they've used the poles as they should have, right? And the ark is being carried, and every 6 steps is a moment of praise and celebration for the Lord, right? Of all that God has done for them as God's people, right? And David himself is not in his armor. He is wearing a linen ephod. He's wearing religious garb. He is coming as a priest, as a worship leader amongst the people. And Michal, the daughter of Saul, his wife, whom he had worked to earn, right, to win her over as his wife, she is watching him from the window, and she is just utterly appalled by what she sees with him, and she despises him in her heart. And I think about, if you're worshiping and someone else despises you in their heart, is the problem with you or with them? Who's having the problem? Now, David leads the whole community in worship, and there are fellowship offerings. There is barbecue beef for everyone, right? And they're celebrating, and he blesses all the people again he's serving as a priestly king. This is a prototype, right, for Jesus Christ himself. And he blesses the people in the authority of the Lord Almighty. And everyone goes home happy and rejoicing over the day of worship that they've been a part of. And David goes home too. But when he goes home, his wife, Michal, lays into him. And she says, "You just made a spectacle of yourself, dancing around half naked, like any common vulgar guy. You were trying to impress the slave girls." And you got to love what David says. David says, the Lord chose me, not your father, not anyone else, to be king. He chose me to lead these people who are his people, worshipers, right? And he appointed me ruler over the Lord's people. Again, and I will celebrate before the Lord, because he's leading the whole congregation, the whole community in celebration. And you think I was undignified then? I will become yet more contemptible. I will become yet more contemptible. I will become more undignified, to the point that I am humiliated in my own eyes. Wow. Are we willing to praise God so energetically that we would embarrass ourselves? Sometimes we're afraid to worship the Lord because we're afraid how we will look to ourselves and to others. And I hope that all of us, I know for myself, I feel I have such a passion and zeal for the Lord that I'm just bursting. And I hope that I would become even more contemptible to this world because I'm praising God. Thanks, friends. Have a blessed day.